We're going to start with a sample project for woodworking with the scroll saw. I found this design on Pinterest, which is where I find most of my designs. And then I kind of recreate them myself in Photoshop and figure out what I think I could do to recreate what someone else has made. Sometimes the designs are made from wood, sometimes they're other materials, and I just decide to make them from wood because I love working with wood. So we're going to cut out this basic design with our scroll saw, and then we're going to give it a little bit more detail using the router. So to start out, we've traced this shape onto a piece of scrap fence post, and I'm using carbon paper to transfer onto the wood. So that's what you have. I'm going to use the router to cut this level lower, all of this lower, this here, this, and this piece here, all lower. Anyway, basically at the end of it, after I cut all these pieces lower, I'm going to cut the windows out lower than that, just a little bit. Okay, here is what it's looking like now. I had a couple of mishaps, like I cut into here. You can see that by mistake. I cut into here, and right here the router didn't have a good stable base to sit on this height, so it started tilting and going deeper. So that's something to be careful of. I think it'll clean up much better. So what I'm going to do is get back out my template and draw on the windows so I can go deeper on those. I'm going to lower the router a little bit more because it's going to be sitting on the base of these raised places. So it has to go down a little bit more. There we go. And now I need to clean it all up with some sanding, smoothing. Okay, so I've sanded it, I've softened the edges. I think it looks as good as I can make it. So now I'm going to go ahead and start painting it. going to put some lines, some border lines around this. I did a little bit already here, but I'm going to do it more. I want it gray like this night sky, but I'm not sure if I have a thin enough brush to really get it very light, so I'm going to try this first. If it doesn't work, I'll go over it with the paint. This is a watercolor pencil. Okay, so I have this packet of various sea creatures. Like I have the starfish, I have some seahorses, and the third one is the seashell. And I got these from Amazon. And I'm going to put these three on here. But first I think I'm going to give a little pop of color to the shell. So I'm going to use this Lagoon from Apple Barrel, and I hope it looks okay. So just gonna give it a little paint. I don't know how well it'll take because I've never painted one of these. I just left some white. Not really taking that well. On second thought, I think what I'm gonna do is when this gets dry, I'm going to use some spray paint, and that'll probably stick better. I think I have Lagoon. So here is the shell painted with spray paint. It turned out I didn't have Lagoon spray paint, but Lagoon. And it's much richer and it sticks better being spray paint. So I'm going to glue these this little starfish onto here. And I'm going to glue the seahorse over here. Okay, and now the shell, I could put it this way, or I could put it what I consider upside down. I think I'm going to put it upside down. In the middle. There we go. And now I'm going to use this scrap piece of rope. Maybe glue it like this and swing it around the back. But let's secure this to the back first. And we'll swing it around. Let's go across here. I'll put a little glue to hold it. This rope is a little thick. Then we'll come across here. Maybe maybe here. Hold it there. Come back behind. Let me just make it stay over to the side. And come up over. Maybe loop, let's see, loop behind like that. How about that? That looks good. And then we'll cut it off on the back. And then this project will be done. We'll just cut off the excess. this is hard. Have to glue it down again. And that's it. And there is our nautical anchor lighthouse.